Hey everyone, welcome to Season 1 recap of Pokemon Beyond. First off, I'm Hero, the host and the game master of the show, Pokemon Beyond. So, you may be asking, what is Pokemon Beyond? So, we did a show last year on Twitch and Mixer where we played a game called Pokemon Tabletop United. It's a role playing game in Pokemon where you get to play as a trainer, you get to explore the world, you get to capture Pokemon, you get to battle Pokemon, try to earn badges, all kinds of things that you get to see in the anime or in the manga. Like, who wouldn't want to give this game a shot, right? Anyway, we did season one last year on Mixer and Twitch, and they did very well, but we kind of lost some of the footage because Mixer shut down and we just didn't have the backup copies. So we decided to get together and do a season one recap since we're about to start season two. So let's just dive into the settings so you kind of have an idea of what's going on in this world right now. This world of Pokemon is different than the one most of us know. Instead of being a 10-year-old kid receiving your first partner, the legal age on a Pokemon in Pokemon Beyond is going to be 18 years old. So all our trainers in this game will be 18 years old. And to earn your Pokemon Trainer license, you must go to a Beginners League, where you and a group of other trainers will partake in gym challenges to earn 8 badges. If you're able to earn all 8 badges, then that's how you get your Pokemon license. The Shinsho Region, which is my custom region, is hosting a Beginners League this year. And not only that, this is the first time a Pokemon League has ever been held in Shinsho. Mainly due to different political views, but you'll learn more about that later. Just know that Shinsho is a new region, so no one really knows what to expect from these gym leaders. Now, let's just talk about the players that we have. I'm going to just briefly introduce you to some of them here. As we get into the official recap, they'll go over their own trainers more in depth. But let's just start off with who we have. First off, we have EO. He's the fiery redhead trainer. This young man's hoping to make a name for himself and loves training Pokemon. Our second trainer's name is Gallon. He's a capture specialist who was nervous to explore the world at first, but has really enjoyed his time crafting Pokeballs and capturing Pokemon. Third up is Holly. She's the occult specialist of the group. She seems to have a knack for spooky Pokemon and knows a lot of different tales from mythical and legendary Pokemon. And finally, our trainer is Zeke. Zeke has battled hard to learn more about type advantages and has really persevered as a rookie trainer. He has a lot of heart and spirit that keeps him and his new friends always up for the next challenge. Well, that sums it up for me right now. Let's just get into the official recap episode so you can kind of get more details on what happened. And so without further ado, let's just get started. So this is Shinsho. The gym leaders. We'll go through each town, but we got all the gym leaders on the map that you can see. Yeah. So in the middle there, where the red line starts, I kind of mapped out y'all's travel where y'all been, so you kind of know. Does anybody remember the name of the first town y'all started in? Sinjin, yeah. So Sinjin's where you met Professor Myrtle and got your first Pokemon. So just to recap everything, I'm gonna let y'all take turns. But how about we do like we did the first time? Everybody introduce their character, give a little backstory, how you got to Sinjin Town, and then we'll kind of go through step by step of the story. Nobody jumped first. Yeah, that's right. Everybody will get a turn.
Zeke is a young kid, lived in the, I'll be honest, remember the name of my town right now.
The name of your town, you're in the north, excuse me.
Yeah, I'm up in the
Northwest
over here in the top corner.
Mount Mithril.
That's right.
Thank you. Yeah, Mount Mithril. And my family did like the whole dog sledding kind of thing. Used what was it? A Boltund and a bunch of. I'm trying to remember. Was it Mighty Hyenas or?
I can be whatever you want to be, man.
Yeah,
Get
no, I'm trying to remember what I
whatever.
had, but family would help out with getting medicine to people during snowstorms or saving people that stuck out in snowstorms when they couldn't trek through it all. But ended up hearing about that, you know, this going on with Professor Myrtle, and I made my journey over there pretty much all by myself.
Yep, and you're from
Had to hike
Mithril.
and
Mithril Village is
yes,
the name of
yes,
the
Mithra
Mithril
Village. Okay,
Mountains.
got you.
That's where the gym leader, which you would know more of than the rest, but the gym leader
Hmm.
is like a monk type uh,
Yeah.
person. His name is he goes by protects all others is his name. Um,
Hmm.
and that's pretty much you know more about him, but I don't want to get too far into it to spoil it for everybody
Right.
else. You don't want everybody to know. So we'll go over it more with him later, but just me and you. So whenever y'all make it that way,
Okay. Top secret.
that's right. Or just nothing fleshed out yet. One of the two. Who knows? Who knows? But one of the two. All right. So who's up
World
next?
may never know. Yeah. Yeah.
I can go
Okay,
unless
that
anybody
works.
else wants to.
Go for it. I'll
Uh,
go after you.
Um, Ellie is from Brugson Village. Are very popular. Jason Myers
That's right.
is the gym leader there. He is the ghost type gym. Um, Holly specializes in spooky stuff. Her parents are very active in Brugson Village and maintaining like the spooky vibe of the community. And Holly herself has focused a lot of her studies on Pokemon myths and legends, specifically like mythical and legendary Pokemon and creepy goings on. In particular, ghost and fairy types are her favorite, her thing, her
Mm-hmm.
shtick, and she made her way over to join the Myrtle crew, uh, and this started her journey.
Her journey. And just to recap, which I may have forgot, Professor Myrtle sought you all out
Yes.
and recruited you
oh, that's okay.
to give you the Pokedex because y'all are the only ones. Most trainers don't get their Pokedex till after they finish the training. And this region, don't forget, this is the first year they've ever had a Pokemon League. This is to get your license. You have to complete all 8 gyms, and that's it. Like there's no it's not like everybody else will get one after that, but y'all have been able to give yours earlier because basically Myrtle's sponsoring you, and as you remember, the more Pokemon you see and collect for her data, she's basically funding your journey through this region.
Hmm.
Um, and the region is more rural than most, which is why travel's so tough, and like there's no immediate route to places. Like as you can see, y'all went way out west before you actually just went straight to Rexon Village, which
Hmm.
you had a detour on the way anyway. But we'll go to Gallon next then.
All right. Gallon, born and raised in Tylo City, which is our next destination or the main destination we're headed towards. Um, he was raised with a more strict upbringing, taught to study, keep his nose to the books. Didn't really care much for adventuring until um, this chance meeting uh, with Professor Myrtle. It was more of an arranged thing with his parents, and he really wasn't up for it. But here he is on his very own Pokemon adventure now, sporting the goggles of his grandfather,
Mm-hmm.
and he's now. What was the girl's name that we're fighting over?
So,
Selena. Yeah, that's it. I'm not doing a good job.
So I think you're losing now.
apparently
So
know who she's going over now.
Uh,
Not saying who's the favorite.
The one that remembers her name.
It doesn't take much, guys. It doesn't take
And her
much.
last name's not Kyle, is it? You may want to look out
No,
for that one.
no.
I'd be okay with it.
So, anyways, Gallon's more or less just see a Pokemon, throw a ball at it, and see if he can catch it.
He's got a lot too.
Caught a lot, gave one away.
Mm-hmm.
I already have one or two back at the Poke Center or in the computer system with Professor Myrtle. So.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, we're gonna be going hopefully towards either Tylo City or somewhere near next week when we get back started. All right, Ao, let's hear your character.
A.O. Earl is from the western region of Champ City. Yes, in which he does have to ask his dad a question when he gets back about the gender and the resemblance.
Yeah, I'll look off
Besides
all
that, more of a fighting town with kind of a fighting style, but yet competitive spirit. But yet, all of that, for the most part, gets outsourced to a town further west. That there may not be a gym there because it's not on the map, but I'm pretty sure Manzi City's
It's to the north.
west, to the east.
It's north of you.
Okay.
Manzi City will be right up here.
Not sure what I was remembering then.
Very good.
Anyway,
I know what you're thinking of. I'll tell you later.
AO works for his father at the kind of ranch / training grounds in which he's racing Pokemon. It's kind of his area of specialties, but also training them up for the various events in Manzi City. But it was always difficult for AO because he never got to see the results. He never got to claim any prize or recognition for the work that the program that he has built up, that his father has built up, and the legacy that's passed down. But has a chance now to make a name for himself with receiving the letter, which he will not let go unnoticed to anybody he comes across with his fiery red hair and fiery attitude.
He is all about winning.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, no. I didn't say that. My bad.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something. So if you remember when y'all got there, y'all got to meet some of the gym leaders, and you can see them on the map here. We already went over a little bit, but y'all started here with Jason, whose gym battle, as you all learned pretty quickly, was way different than most. These gym are not like regular battles, they're more like gym challenges, but y'all were successful over that, and we'll get more into it here in a minute. But y'all met Jason, and then you also met the rest of these characters that I will go through now. The dark-skinned girl to the north, his name's Robin, of Kariko Town. Y'all found out a little bit of information about her being a bug specialist. Yeah, but most people seem to go to her first, but y'all decided to head down south instead. As we went over a little bit to the northwest is Sage, Protect All Others. Y'all don't know a whole lot about it. Zeke would know a little bit, and if you look around the area that he's at, Zeke could probably be like, hey, he probably uses ice stuff, seeing how that seems to be the theme up there. Southwest, you have in Tylo City, which is where y'all will probably be heading next, is where Miyamote, she is a researcher of some sort. Galen knows more about her, but not only that, as you can see across the map there, the river that runs through this whole area here, it's called the Pharaoh's Grove. You've learned a little bit about that, but you haven't investigated a lot. The desert that connects Mithril to Tylo is called the Whitestone Desert, and y'all don't know anything about it, it seems. As we keep traveling around, Jason, like I said, ghost type, y'all got him. Then you went. Then you also have to the southeast is Hero. Hero Smith is his name. If y'all remember when y'all first met him, he actually has pointy ears like an elf, but under further and closer inspection, you realized he was just cosplaying, it seems. And that he also seems to have caught the eye of Miyamoto. So if y'all remember that from y'all's very first encounter with those two characters. Going on up, Kiriyama is the gym leader for Champ City. Again, Aya knows a little bit more about her, and we'll get into that later. But you just know that up there is more about training and toughness than show. She doesn't seem to be that flashy. She seems more about getting the job done. And then at the very top, you have. Let me pull up his name to make sure I say it right. Where did I put you? Oh, General Lloyd up there. Military-looking guy from Monzi City. Ayo knows this and has shared it with you before, is Monzi City is more of the popular city, so it's like a lot of shows, a lot of gambling, a lot of like entertainment goes on up there. It's more of a party place, which is probably why EO and seems to have a rival from that city. Doesn't care for that type of thing very much. Okay, so when y'all first got there, and you first met Myrtle, she brought you in to the research lab, and that's when y'all got to choose your first Pokemon. It seems like y'all begged for us to go ahead and get started instead of letting me just end it there that night. I think y'all really wanted to pick.
Yeah.
I recall no such emotion.
I think we were all pretty calm and collected.
I wasn't crying on the inside and outside a little.
Gosh.
Well, so how about we go over that? So, what all Pokemon were available to each of you? Anybody want to go first about their options and why they chose and stuff like that?
Ayo had Skiddo, the Groot, Aura, the Ice, maybe partially Rock, Brontosaurus looking thing, and then the Fiery Leo and Leo became Firefoot, and that's reflected Ayo's inner fire.
Yeah, it seemed like that's the one that I didn't think that you'd pick that one though. I think every single one of you I tried to predict and I missed on all. So I think most people did though. People trying to predict who would pick what. Except I think Zeke, you were able to predict who Gallant would take.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a no-brainer.
Yeah, because you had Larvitar, Mareep, and Poliwag.
Yeah, Mareep and Poliwag, and the Mareep hurt, because that is one of my favorite electric type Pokemon. But you put my boy Larvitar out there, so that was no competition in my mind.
I feel like you and Zeke's choices were the quickest by far out of the group.
Rough.
Because
Mine was agonizing.
Zeke had Staryu,
Same.
Tyrogue, and I can never remember that guy's name. I'm going to look it up. Vigavolt?
Oh, Vikavolt, yeah.
What's its, like,
Yeah.
what's the pre-evolution? Is it Chargebug? I thought it was something like that.
Charge bug.
Here, I got him right
I
here.
was about to say, like, I was honest, I was like, I can't remember, and it was a tough one between Tyrogue and,
Grubbin. It was Grubbin.
Grubbin, that's it.
I was like, I think
Bug
Chargebug.
is what,
Yeah.
the second one, and then
I think so. Yeah, something like that. Grubbin, Tyrogue, and Staryu, and you went with Staryu. And Holly went. Who was your choices again, Holly?
Oh man, Houndour, Ghastly, and Milcery.
That's right.
And after wailing and gnashing of teeth, I went with Houndour.
Now, you said that Holly's two favorite types were what?
Ghost and fairy,
And she-
I picked neither of those.
Okay.
I went with the dark type.
Yeah.
But you have to have a big dog to protect your graveyard, so
I guess so. And
That was a shock. That was a shock.
I know, and
shocked me,
I think what made it
I'm being honest.
I think what made it worse on you guys is I said that whichever one you don't pick, they're going to be super, super, super rare, and most likely you won't be able to catch them. Right? Isn't that what we went over?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you said they were the most common ones early. I'm not saying
I
we
will
get them
say,
soon.
I was building an encounter the other day, and I put in a Pokemon and started looking. I was like, wait a minute, that was one of their starter choices. I can't use that one. I had to delete it. So
Aww.
I almost accidentally let that one
That's
slip
what-
through there.
That's what we do. though,
Blast
is
your
we give
memory.
him we give him a
Right.
new fake list that we want. and
Well, that
then
was
we
it. I was going
put
through
the
y'all's.
other
I was
ones in.
going through y'all's list, and I was like, I thought I used this one already. And I got to look, and I was like, oh, I did for a starter. That's where I used it. I couldn't remember.
So what hurt my feelings more, and I may be getting too ahead of the story, was a little bit later in our first encounter.
Oh yeah, we can go ahead and get to it. Y'all left the research lab with characters in the game, joyous players, a little bit frustrated that they didn't get to get all three of their Pokemon. But either way, y'all left, and there was a commotion outside.
Yep.
Y'all just bypassed it, didn't care nothing, failed all your perception checks, and just kept going straight on out to capture your first Pokemon and had your first big encounter. So,
Perception checks, or just care more about Pokemon. You
you
know?
know, you.
It's a fine
That's
line.
right. Now before
The dice spoke.
before we keep going, I don't think y'all went over your starters' nicknames, because in this game, of course, you have to nickname all your Pokemon.
Yeah, I went with Astro.
Astro the Staryu.
Yep.
Our footlet Leo.
Kiba the
Grim
Larvitar.
Grim the Houndour. No, you're good.
Grim.
And Kiba the Larvitar, in case
Right.
that wasn't picked up. So y'all headed out on your first encounter where Gallon was going to pick up. What was your favorite part about the first encounter?
Oh, there was so much about that first encounter. There was,
Should say
there was a Magikarp that.
That wasn't
I don't know,
that wasn't the first
That
encounter.
wasn't-
That wasn't the first encounter.
Wasn't the first one.
That wasn't.
No, the first encounter was the near-death experience.
For Astro.
Yeah.
That's where
That was in the
Yes, it
grass
was.
there. That was also, let's take focus off of me. That was also where I think maybe a Holly might have had trouble getting
I
up
was
the
about to say,
ledge.
Yeah, that's
very
that one.
difficult time making a short step upwards.
let's see.
Holly didn't almost die.
Sorry
though,
about that,
twice.
too.
Let's see if I can
You're fine.
bring y'all back to remember this a
I
little
think
bit
that is where
better.
Ao encountered one of his favorites.
See if y'all remember.
Aw,
Caught
Yeah, right
said
there.
favorite.
right there is where Holly ate dirt.
That's right.
Third.
Now, what all? See, when y'all first got here, y'all came from the north, came down. I had to tell you guys that these trees that look like in games could be cut, y'all actually could walk around. I remember that. I thought you had to go all the way down at first. That's where you had some skill check fails with Holly, as we talked about missing her ledge up. I believe Holly also kicked out an Eevee during this
did.
fight.
She most certainly did.
And there were some Pokemon caught. Anybody remember who they caught in this encounter?
I called it.
Pony.
Was it the Zebstrike or the Blitzel? Because that was what about took me out or took out Astro. It's like,
First
hey,
Yep.
time,
buddy.
yeah.
Blitzel was caught. I believe a Sandshrew was caught.
Yep. Shroodle.
Shroodle the Sandshrew.
Riding
Riding the Blitzel.
Blitzel.
Strider the Ponyta and Melon the Eevee.
That's right. Someone got greedy and
That's
caught two.
That's right. That's right.
I asked. Y'all said get it.
Did Holly capture anything here?
I think, is this where she got Mischief?
Is
Or
this-
Rickety?
That's right. That's where she
Mhm.
caught Mischief.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because it was like a dime of a throw. If I
Yeah,
remember.
I believe it was trying to run away and she
Gallon had one
snatched
too.
it.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Sandshrew, he threw
Gallon
that Pokeball from a
jacked
mile.
And the first one that missed was
Yep.
yeah,
You
AO.
missed. You missed, of course. Everybody remembers AO. Everybody remembers. Because y'all find out later that y'all weren't the only ones here checking that out. Also, an Oddish and Electrite got away. But it seems like someone caught the Electrite. But I guess y'all found that out later on. After this, y'all headed to the farm where Myrtle had someone captured the Electrite.
Nobody in our group.
Nope, nobody in y'all's group, but someone
Okay.
captured.
I was gonna say Electric. Yeah,
Oh.
Electric fainted.
Mm-hmm.
That makes.
Is
Okay.
that the map where I caught the Rockruff? Because I had that before the farm, I believe.
It was here too.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You also caught your Rockruff here. You caught Rockruff and Strudel.
Yeah, Rockruff was first, and then Strudel,
Mhm.
you threw
Which
it
one?
like
That was the
30
long shot.
meters up here. Yeah,
Let's see.
almost off the map.
What is
What can I say? I read how to throw Pokeball in a book.
it?
Ready for professional baseball or something. How to throw it.
I can't. I must not have it. Y'all went to a rural Pokemon Center to heal up. During that time, that I believe someone else got a new Pokemon while at the Pokemon Center.
I did. AO was sent by his dad a Andrew the Charmander to train, and AO is having difficulties with that, but is training him nonetheless.
Oh, here it is. What I was looking for. Let's just go back there.
He's- AO knows it's just gonna be another Pokemon that he'll never get to see how it turns out.
That's right. The stipulation was that you're training this
That's
Pokemon for your dad,
Saddest thing I've ever heard you
really?
say.
and he may
He's
not.
becoming real.
That's right. So something else happened at this Pokemon Center, though.
Wasted a cool nickname on it.
I think Holly had a little visit from someone,
I think all y'all did.
or did we all did? That's right, right?
We all did, yeah.
On the gym leader, before we go too far from it, where was Elfswine?
Who?
Elfswine of Hamlet Village?
Hero Smith. He looks like an
Yes.
he looks like an elf. He dresses with the ears.
Okay, I thought that was. I wrote that down as his name
Mm-mm.
because that's who we asked about.
Nah, his name's like y'all asked about him specifically, and I was like,
Just
he gives you a
Hero
dungeon
Smith.
crawl, which kind of was like the lamest one that y'all could have asked about. Hero Hiro, and then he has like a common last name Smith.
Yeah, because he Hamlet Village. He uses dragons.
That's right.
Challenge of perseverance and a dungeon crawl and survive.
Yep. But yeah, so when y'all got here, this guy seemed to have shown up
Mm.
Yep.
to visit
My buddy.
everybody, but mainly Holly, it seemed.
I think the only one that actually knew what was going on. I think we just had bad dreams.
That's right.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because y'all were like, Hero's like, okay, tell me about a bad dream, and y'all like talked about a bad dream or something that would be really terrible for y'all, and I was sitting here getting ready to think about mine, and it was just like, Holly, this is what you dream about, and it's terrible. I'm like, oh, okay, like that.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I think, and I could be wrong in the order this is what I need help with. Did y'all run into a traveling store person before or after the farm?
We ran into him before. if I'm
Before.
correct. We seen him for just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like an old person is what it looked like, I think.
And someone.
Then when we left.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, go
Saying
ahead.
then when we left, I think we ran into him, and then it was trying to, like, hey, I can get that Astro off your hands since you don't seem to take care of him very well.
That's right.
I think AO conned him out of like some
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, he conned the DM out of some stuff, and the DM
Conned
has
the
not.
DM out of it. Well, we were just
DM
gonna
has not
have-
forgot.
It was.
Let it be
it was a
known.
good
I
moment.
remember.
Mm.
Good moment.
Yeah, you found out the guy's name was Jesse, and
Yes, Jesse
Gallon.
Lawrence.
yeah, Gallon actually knew him from back in the day, from
He
Tablet
turned
City.
out to be my rival as of right now, right?
Seems like it.
That's what I'm trying to. Yeah.
He wants your star,
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
And that's when y'all
Struck a nerve with me.
Yeah, and I believe y'all got a phone call from somebody. If I remember, I may be remembering that wrong too.
From Myrtle.
Myrtle.
Well, that's when y'all finally remembered to call Myrtle, I think.
We finally remembered to call
That's her.
Myrtle. That was at the
Or was that not
That
to
was at the
Brugson?
Poke Center.
that wasn't at the Pokemon Center, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all couldn't call him from outside the Pokemon Center because y'all needed a phone.
We called her right there at that phone.
Yeah, because that's the time where I was like, hey, y'all
that's
missed
right,
something. Y'all like thought it was something big, and I was like, no, it's nothing. But y'all needed money. And that's how you
Okay, I
got
thought
money.
that was at the place when we got it at the town.
I couldn't remember it was here at the time before. But
I think it was here.
this guy called too, I believe, to chat.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the mustache.
Ugh.
Holly's boo back in the
Mr.
day.
Stash.
Ugh.
It was
Mm.
Corey called.
That's a punchable face right there, first.
Called to check on Gallon and to poke fun at him a little bit, and he seems to be very sensitive about his mustache, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
And Gallon knows that. And Gallon attacks that.
Sensitive about the beetle on my face too.
Hey, Holly was a pretty big fan of Stash, if we
Holly
remember.
Was a massive fan, like Hearts and Notebook, kind
Oh.
Oh.
of like fangirl. It
Mm-hmm.
was kind
on the
of
wall was
pathetic. Yeah, she had posters on the wall, everything, the whole nine. Not so much these days.
No, not after what he did. We'll find about that later, because y'all went to finally go help the farm.
Mm-hmm.
What all happened at the farm? There's a lot, it seems, that happened at the farm that I do not remember, honestly.
met Farmer Henry and his daughter Catherine.
That's right.
Yeah, I think so. Honestly, yeah.
Rounded up some sheep.
Yeah, rounded up.
Ran
Some
ran out
whimsicott.
some rabbit.
You know, had to get food and all that in the winter.
Yep.
Yes.
We went and got some eggs.
Ran,
I think some
ran rabbits
Pokemon
out of
were
here.
were caught too at the very
I think
beginning
we
of
were
it.
in Raditas out of the top left, didn't we? Because the Raditas were in the warehouse kind of thing, in
The barn.
up here,
Yeah,
barn.
in the barn.
and they were in there. And that here was
Snakeskin. Egg.
There was one found there, yeah,
yes.
along with all the torches.
The other one was
Yeah.
found in the barn.
We battled up there.
Mhm.
What Pokemon were
Which we
caught
almost-
during this time? Because y'all think y'all got a bunch of more Pokemon here, or a few people did.
You fought some.
Yeah. Almost killed a Pidgey.
Yeah. What are you saying?
Holly
Right,
caught
it
a
is.
Murkrow
That's right.
over by the cornfield named Vice.
Mhm.
Yep. Vice was around for a little bit.
A little bit, yep.
I think there's some
Near-
eggs.
An
Eggs
egg
were
and-
found.
Yes,
Yes.
I found what would end up being common
Which is your
poniard.
yeah.
And I found Singe the Cyndaquil as an egg.
Oh.
Oh, Singe. Yeah, so y'all figured out that it was Ekans seemed to have been disturbing the Rattatas, which these weren't regular Rattatas. These were Alolan style Rattatas, the dark ones, the dark type ones. Y'all went north and found out that a mother Ekans had a bunch of baby Ekans, and y'all cleared the swamp of it, and seemed to have solved that.
Mm-hmm.
But it seemed like Catherine had some issues that y'all picked up on. I can't remember exactly, but it seemed like she was having nightmares too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all were like, "That's our future problem. You gotta worry about it right now. Y'all got a gym leader to go to, if I remember right." I didn't really have much to deal with. What could you do? You know.
We could
She
give
did
her a
like-
rock ruff.
Yes,
You did.
The rock
Did-
ruff.
She did. And did you give her the rot rough here, or was it later?
I'm pretty sure it was here.
I thought so too. So yeah, you
So
handed
quick to
over
let go of that rock rough.
the rot rough. Now the rot rough was on somebody's list, but I don't think it was on Gallon's list.
He's on my list.
It was. But don't
Sure,
worry.
Magikarp, a different day, buddy.
That's right. So after this, y'all did end up going
And now
On
he
a
understands why he doesn't get it.
on a rainy day. It was raining really hard, and it seemed like y'all had some fire and ground types that weren't in the best situation for
Yeah.
this kind of a battle.
I was just trying to help you because it was raining. They were overpowered at that point. They had a little bit of.
At the time, this was probably y'all's toughest encounter up to this point. Up to this point, like previously,
Yeah.
y'all pretty much handled most. Maybe not Astro, but everybody else had handled everything else pretty good.
Zeke didn't feel like.
Well, Zeke had advantage here.
I did.
That's why you went and hugged the Magikarp.
Well, I mean, we were these Pokemon were having a fun time, and then we just started attacking them, and that was kind of a bad thing.
So
We're trying to give
So
some of them
he
a
did-
new home.
Well, I mean, I don't know if beating on them and then doing it was giving them a new home. I'm pretty sure Zeke ended up catching his Tanjiro, his Oshawott, without having to have that problem.
that's true. There was a few Pokemon caught here. Oshawott was caught.
Could have been a lot. Could be a Gyarados in the party right now.
Gyarados could have been
I
a
think that
Blastoise.
Gyarados is gonna
The
come up like way
Blastoise, that
later
the
on.
Squirtle got away. That's like number one on my list of all time.
Man.
He said,
It's
"Man."
like I wanted to rock her.
He said, "Man."
Should have said something. You should have fawned over it like the little girl did. You know, if you would act like a little girl, you may have got it. Who knows?
Yeah. I just got. Look, all I know is I got my Pokemon here. I don't know about you.
So I think what else was caught?
Mm.
There's some others caught. I think Flit was caught here, and Lucian, and Phaser.
Yep.
And Guahir.
Who got here?
Guahir, the Pidgey.
Oh, that's right. So we got the Pidgey,
That
the
same
same Pidgey that almost died.
Oh, it was
Y'all
the
ran
same
to
one,
him.
wasn't it?
Yeah. Flit was the Noibat. Lucian was the Dreepy.
Yep.
And Phaser was the
Go.
Morpeko. Holly, did you catch anything during this part?
Holly did not catch anything here, actually.
That's right. And what about Trouble? When did you capture Trouble?
When did I catch trouble?
I think you caught Trouble here.
You
Every
caught,
day.
you caught someone. You caught someone here.
Yeah.
Okay, it may have been trouble, because I also got an Eevee at some point, too. I don't remember when.
I think
Here.
Eevee was here too.
So,
Okay, then I'm like... Okay,
Yeah, it's coming
I
back.
may have caught them.
Yeah, I think you caught them here.
you caught something pink here. I don't know the name. It was
Trouble,
something
yeah.
Okay, the Impidimp
Impidimp Trouble.
Impidimp.
trouble.
That's right. So this was just like another encounter before y'all got to y'all's main focus, your first gym, which was in Brugson Village, the creepy town, where it was Halloween time. It was time for Halloween.
Oh, side note.
Mhm.
That Dreepy is terrified of ghosts.
That's right. Gallon is scared
that's-
of ghosts.
Right.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, Gallon's afraid of
All
ghosts,
the
but
fun
gotta go stop.
Had with gas.
I know.
Oh no.
Someone's enjoying
Went
that
to the
gasoline.
ghost town first.
That's right. Somehow Holly convinced y'all to go back to her town first. This is though, even though y'all in Brugson, if you remember, y'all walked up and noticed a couple old friends. Y'all remember who y'all saw? They were finishing up a battle.
Seen. Yeah.
Oh,
What was that?
Taylor and
that butt-
Selena. Is it not?
Taylor and Selena. If you remember.
Selena's the one we don't like, right?
Selena's
Selena's
the
the
one
one
you
who
Taylor.
really-
Okay,
she's
my
a
bad,
precious
that's right.
bean.
That's right. Okay.
Now, Taylor's
Hey,
someone's friend in the
Arizona.
party, though.
Well,
Taylor is, I believe, is Ao's friend, right? Ao? You there, Ao?
Is AO there?
May have lost him.
Calling all AOs.
But yeah, oh no, you're good.
He
Ao.
forgot to wiggle his controller.
Now we're good. We're talking about Selena and Taylor and how they were a couple friends. Taylor's your friend,
And Selena. now.
and Selena now. But at the time it was just
Just say
Holly. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For in case y'all couldn't remember what Taylor looks like, there she is.
I've gone to the bathroom
Taylor of-
before. I'm reminded frequently of what she looked like.
So hateful.
It's my friend.
But Taylor seemed to have beaten Selena, taunted her a little bit before leaving, and that's when Selena took you back to Holly's house. Well, I think y'all had a debate. I think y'all couldn't decide if you want to go to the Pokemon Center to heal up or straight to Holly's house.
Yeah.
And
And that,
Yeah.
then Gallon getting excited and interested about the Halloween and light display.
mm-hmm.
Holly's house.
Yeah.
The other thing,
It's funny what you do remember.
the other thing that happened, if you can recall, is that y'all found that awesome Poketube top 10 failure trainers that y'all were the stars of by Gallon's good friend Corey, and it seemed like someone had been filming y'all and all y'all's epic fails.
Mm-hmm.
I think y'all have
Where
got
is
a.
that jerk from?
Which one?
Corey.
Tyler City. He's Gallon's friend.
Yeah, he's been too
Mustache.
afraid to show his face recently.
Yeah,
Oh,
mustache.
Corey
Way
with the
too
mustache. That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's
I didn't
That
have
was-
his nickname on that note.
that's Holly's who she fangirls over.
That's right. Corey.
Used to.
Corey popped up.
Past tense.
Unliked and unsubscribed so fast.
I'm telling you.
He's
Cancel.
making that polka dollars anyway. Poketuber.
About to. Should have took some of his polka dollars.
Poke
in
his
that
eye.
battle.
Yeah, so once y'all got here, Selena also told you a spooky story,
Yes.
which I'm sure y'all want to hear again, right? Y'all want to hear it
Please
again?
no.
Yeah.
You wanna hear it?
You want to do the music again?
Before bed.
I mean, I really want to hear it right now because I mean, I'm on...
No, you're good. It's playing.
Sure, I'm not. Couldn't hear it either.
You're good. It's playing the Lavender Town music anyway. Creepy enough.
Cool.
So she told you about these hypno. And y'all remember the story?
Daughter, Ben Brugson at his manor.
Mhm.
Daughter named Bella. I think passed away young. He was trying to
Mm-hmm.
made a deal to bring her back or something like that. Or
Seemed like it.
but he had to sacrifice. Somebody sacrifice a kid, so it was, of course, little Catherine. And
Oh, okay,
she
yeah.
kidnapped the dad.
So you're getting both stories mixed up. The rumor was that he always was trying to get these kids over by using the hypno to lure them to his mansion to sacrifice them so he could resurrect his daughter. But it was never proven or anything. Always just a rumor because of his sad life. However, y'all noticed during the next day y'all were challenged at the battle tent. Y'all set it up after doing some of festival events where you all did a skill challenge that y'all have done so well on so far. All the skill challenges.
And Gallon found some candied apples to eat.
That's right. He loved his candied apples.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
all about them. And anyway, during that battle with your rivals at the battle tent, that's when you noticed that so during the battle, Henry from the farm was there and that disappeared with Selena, and that's when y'all found out that Catherine was missing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, But this battle though was pretty epic. Y'all did pretty good.
There are some dirty cheaters in that battle.
Mm,
Especially, you know.
Well, if I remember right, this battle was stopped right before, and y'all had like a week to like prepare for this thing. Out of game, you know what I mean? Like y'all had time to, and I'm sure y'all didn't text any strategies or nothing to anybody.
I don't know what
Would
you're talking
never.
about.
No, we went in blind.
No plan. Speaking of no plan, though, it came down to basically 1 or 2 attacks, right?
Think so, yeah.
So
Was it that donkey Pokemon, whatever that
It was
was?
the Mudbray.
Mudbray named Avalanche from Arctic's rival Hasufel.
Was that in Astro?
I believe Hasufel's. I think Avalanche ended up going down though because Hasufel and Ayo talked to each other, but I think it came down, wasn't it, to Choodle, Astro, and Grim? I think were the last 3, and Grim had a disadvantage.
So.
But Astro ended up hitting with some attack, and I think winning it. If you remember, Jesse had his Pokemon. I can't think of his name right now. Fender was its nickname. I remember that. Here, I'll just bring it out and see if y'all can see it.
One had a Meditite.
Yep.
One had a...
Gallon had Meditite. Or not Gallon, sorry. Corey had Meditite.
Got an Ice Beam off, is what it was.
Mm-hmm. And Choodle was Taylor's. Meditite was Corey's, and Mudbrave was Hasufel's, which is the rival.
There was something like, wasn't there a Poison Electric or something like that?
That was Fender.
The purple thing was.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. It's not Toxapex. It's
Toxtricity.
yeah, it's baby form
Yeah,
though. What's its baby form?
Toxel.
Toxel. Toxel is its name.
This,
It was.
I have this down somewhere.
It's good though. It was a good fight. But during it, this when Jason stopped it, found out people were missing. Team Scare, if you remember them, were going around freaking people out, and so people thought they might be playing a prank. So the rival team went to go check out the caves, while y'all went to the haunted mansion to check out, which Holly had been to before, back in the day.
Because also didn't we send the other 4 to go to the cave
Yeah.
or something like that to go see if
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That
Scare
the
was
rival
there.
team
Oh,
went to
okay.
the caves to go check out.
Okay,
Yeah.
blinked out.
No, you're good. So they went there, and then y'all went to the haunted mansion, got there, and ran into a few Pokemon.
Yeah, you could say that.
Oops, I didn't mean to take y'all there. Sorry.
So many ghosts.
Holly was
Oh, yeah.
Holly was in heaven, I think.
Zeke about died
Zeke about
Yes,
fell out of a
Ollie
window.
got
because
for
a
King.
so the drift loom almost pushed me out of it.
I still have
Yes,
some of
it
it
was
blacked
Driftwood,
out.
not
Yeah.
Gallon.
The drift loom, none.
Yeah, because y'all didn't get to explore everywhere. Y'all actually. Oh no, the lights went off behind y'all. That's what it was.
Holly did find like was it like a piece, like a locket
That's right.
or something?
Holly found some sort of heirloom that she never.
Heirloom.
I don't know if she's found out everything about it yet. Just a little bit.
I don't think
Yeah, that
everything,
necklace
no.
called to her.
Mm-hmm. So far,
yeah.
everything that's called to y'all has gone off so well. So, y'all got to the basement. Let's see, I think that's right here. And that's when y'all ran into
All good things
Team Drowsy,
And
I believe. Where I've
That's
never
where I met
heard,
Hal.
so much, oh my god, we're gonna lose in my life, than y'all worried about going to sleep over and over and over.
Yeah.
I think
I
everybody
remember
went to sleep.
it was looking grim.
Dude.
Not
Didn't
a Pokemon.
Anyway, y'all ran into some Hypno, or some Drowsy, and like one Hypno. Took them out. Gallon captured one. after, or I guess traded for. I guess Jason just gave them to you.
I think Jason took them all to the Pokemon Center, and I asked about them the next day or something, and he gave me one of the Drowsy.
Galen's gonna rehab this Drowsy because you found out that like the Hypno was kind of being, it seemed like, manipulated, and I think that something was happening where Mischief was attacked pretty fiercely, where a deal had to be struck.
Because now he's a White Claw.
That's right. His little claws are white. I don't know if we lost dude or not. Oh, there she is. But you remember what Pokemon that was?
Giratina.
Giratina.
Yeah. The big bad boy. Biggest baddest boy, one might argue.
What was the deal made?
Mischief would die, or a person would die, or
Mischief would die.
him a favor.
Yep. Basically, that attack was gonna kill Mischief, but you could salvage it by making a deal that basically you just owe him a favor. One favor.
And now he's a White Claw.
Now he's got a little White Claw. This guy came out.
Nice. Lord, God, it's scary, man.
And it seems like y'all also got some sort of orb. Didn't y'all find an orb there?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with it yet. Some sort of MacGuffin that y'all just kind of put behind you because you had a gym leader battle the next day and was like, we'll think about this in the future. That's future trainer problems.
Taken from us?
I don't.
Or we still have it?
I believe y'all still have it. I don't
I thought
believe.
Jason wanted it, and I could be wrong.
You may be right. We'll
He did try to take something. I thought it was just the Hypno or something.
It seems like y'all had a suspicion of Jason.
It might have
I knew we
been
needed to
actually
catch
the
up with
orb.
Jason about something, but I don't remember if that's what. I didn't even have a note about the orb, but I do remember it now.
I don't remember an orb.
I believe there's an orb that you found. I don't think Jason got it. I think y'all talked about telling Jason, but at the time y'all were like, well, Jason's got the Hypno. Jason's telling people not to go to the mansion. Jason, like, there's a lot of stuff that y'all were kind of like debating whether this seemed normal or not.
They
Okay.
found, someone found I think it was Zeke, found like a vitamin of some sort at the manor, and then I had a thing that we found a note.
No, I did find a note.
I don't remember what it said, and I don't know what if they actually SP4OP, if that meant anything, or if
It does. It
correct
does.
written down.
Nope, that's right. That's written down correctly.
Correct.
Again.
I mean, I do.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what was on the note, but the numbers is what you just read is correct, and it may end up playing a part later. But again, this was so fast, and y'all had to turn around to a gym leader fight. Y'all didn't really have time to like regroup and go over what happened.
I think it was a TM that I found.
Y'all found a few things, not just like one or two. Y'all found a few.
Okay.
Yeah, I found
it
which
was-
I don't know if this
What do y'all
must be
found?
only on me, but it was TM Shadow Claw.
Then maybe it was Gallon that found the protein. I think
I think
someone
it
found the
was.
protein.
It might be if you look in our inventory, I found mine.
I'm going to look.
I'm sure y'all have everything written down. No
Good
worries.
grief at this
Of
inventory.
course.
So the next day, y'all took a night off, kind of chilled out the next day, and the next night, y'all had signed up to go to a gym challenge.
Yes.
And the worst encounter I think I've ever made in my life is this maze. My lord, it took way longer than I ever expected it to. But y'all got through it. It just
And
took.
we
I
left
think
no
say
corner unturned.
Yeah,
right
y'all literally
sure it
picked.
took a
Y'all literally picked
long time to get touched.
every
God.
wrong place you could have went. Y'all chose the wrong direction.
The flamingos.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that. there was some
Yeah.
unhappy campers with some of this
God
stuff.
for Ponyta. My goodness.
Yeah,
Right.
Ponyta ended up helping out.
Riding.
Mm-hmm. You were able to explore a little bit quicker, but y'all kind of got hit a few times through there, which weakened you before you got to the what looks like a mausoleum type area, where you walked into battle Jason, which was a normal fight that everybody knew would be pretty easy.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, was there a joke in there?
Y'all handled this pretty good. So Jason ended up using 3 Pokemon against you. I think it was a Aegislash, a
Dusknoir,
Golurk,
And a
and a
Dusknoir.
Golurk.
and a Dusclock.
Yeah, they're Dusknoir, Dusclops. I don't know which one it was.
I can't remember.
That one.
Yeah.
The Dust-
And y'all took them out pretty quick. All 3 of them. You knocked all 3 out. And that was it.
Too fast.
Yeah.
No, that was not.
Well, I don't know about. Yeah.
Then you just didn't know that you put the
And now for the rest of the story.
coins together and they become a Megazord.
Yeah, so their like
Right?
essence came up into that middle area. That's when every time y'all knocked one out, some essence would go in. And that's when the Golurk with the Aegislash in hand, piloted by the Dusclocks, came out to be here. And
Yeah, that was
I think we paused for a
That was a
week
fun one.
maybe, but that was,
Yes,
that was
we
a long
did.
fight.
Mhm.
Gave y'all
We
a
did.
week to
We did.
mentally prepare for that next fight.
To mentally torture yourself.
Oh no, right?
But y'all handled them pretty quick. I think y'all lost a handful of Pokemon, maybe.
I know Ponyta fainted.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had a couple. Right.
I never once got attacked by a ghost, like a ghost type move, because that just would not have affected Firefoot, and it never happened.
It's like Jason knows his typing.
What a jerk.
Who would have thought a ghost master would be like, you know what? I probably shouldn't attack a normal type with a ghost move.
Which is still so random to me that he's.
Normal, yeah. It's kind of weird. But the combination of Aegislash being able to power up
Mm-hmm.
the Golurk and have King Shield to block, plus Dusclops being able to throw out some burns on everybody, and then just the power of the monster Golurk. It was a pretty tough fight, but y'all ended up winning it handedly.
I think Hal was able to put the head asleep once it was combined together, and that kind of bought us a few
Yeah.
rounds.
Yep,
Yes.
I believe so. And then that's when you saw the Shuppet, the Alola, Marowak. All those were chasing you through the maze, if you remember, hitting you along the way. But you only had old Golurk to take you out, Super Golurk. Actually, I think I got his name right here. I think I named him in my stat sheet. Golurk equipped with Aegislash controlled by Dusknoir. So, long name. He had some cool moves though, but y'all ended up beating him. And then after that, we took a break and never came back. Right? Pretty much. Like y'all
Pretty
went to
much.
Brugson and
Mm-hmm.
and then y'all were like, well, I never want to play again, so we stopped playing. And now y'all want back. So
I'm like tired of DMing for you boobs.
I think I needed a
We
break
need to
for
start.
school.
My remember for season 2 list has just been growing, and I need it to stop.
Well, that was all season 1, and honestly, now that I look at it, it didn't seem like it was that much, but it was a few sessions. I think it was at least
Oh yeah.
a month or two. Maybe we played 8 sessions or so, maybe more, maybe less. I can't remember. Hey, it's Hero again. I hope that you enjoyed our recap episode. If you did, please feel free to subscribe to the channel so you can get updated on when our next one comes out. Also, you can comment below if you want to talk to us. We're always excited to hear from other Pokemon fans and would love to talk to you. We hope that you are able to contact us there, or you can always get me on Twitter at hero_beyond, or you can catch me on Twitch on twitch.tv/herobeyond. Well, I cannot wait to catch you guys later, and until next time, trainers, I hope y'all have a great day.